All right, guys, this is a very interesting new study that came out. Now, as some of you guys know that a lot of autoimmune conditions have been highly responsive to a carnivore diet. And this particular study involves psoriasis, which many millions of people actually suffer from worldwide. And clinically, we have seen very good success with carnivore and psoriasis. And this study was looking specifically, it was a Mendelian randomization study, which some people will say allows us to rule out things like reverse causality and can remove some of the confounders. It is one of the justifications people use for claiming that LDL cholesterol is driving heart disease, and that's one of their what they think is very strong evidence. So keeping that in mind, and there are limitations to Mendelian randomization, it's not foolproof. However, this study in specific looked at psoriasis and unsaturated fatty acids, so things like polyunsaturated fatty acids and monounsaturated fatty acids. And the conclusion they came to was that omega-6 fatty acids, these polyunsaturated fatty acids that we see ubiquitously in the American diet in particular, were very strongly associated with, in fact, the words they use, causally associated with psoriasis, and things that were not were omega-3s. And so this is something that maybe not surprising to many of you. Monounsaturated actually had some level of causality. And so where do we get the majority of our monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats from? Well, obviously vegetable oils, things like nuts, seeds, and so on and so forth. And again, that matches the clinical experience, at least in my perspective, that people that remove those things from their diet and perhaps eat a carnivore diet see a significant resolution in their psoriatic symptoms, whether it's plaques in the skin and sometimes psoriatic arthritis. So again, are we seeing the tide start to turn? And clearly the consumption of these foods actually drives the blood levels of unsaturated fats. At least there's a lot of evidence that would suggest that. So could just removing these oils, these polyunsaturated, monounsaturated fats from the diet in large part be helpful in this case? Hard to say. I mean, for sure. I'm sure it's multifactorial, but this could be one of the significant factors that drive psoriasis. So just for those in the listening in the comments, if you have psoriasis or have had psoriasis, let me know how you have perhaps improved it. Has carnivore helped that? Has just removing the so-called quote unquote seed oils from your diet helped with your psoriasis? It would be interesting to see. Again, for those out there that don't realize this, we don't know it all. We're a long ways from knowing it all. And by having large swaths of the community relaying their results, that is helpful information. That is scientific evidence, albeit anecdotal and needing further testing. But this is how you develop these hypotheses, right? And so if all of a sudden you're like, hey, I start noticing patient after patient after patient cutting out these sort of food products, sees resolution in their symptoms, that is interesting and important information. Of course, we need further testing, and this is again what I'm attempting to do within the carnivore space is get these studies off the ground, funded and rolling. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. You guys have a great day. Unfortunately, this shirt is, I don't believe, for sale anymore. This was something that Mark Bell created. I don't think he sells it anymore. I'm sorry about that, guys. I know a lot of people ask about that. All right, you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.